Don't wanna get closer. If you're playing with my mind, it ain't fair. Don't wanna spend my energy. Give my attention if yours ain't there. I don't wanna give you the best of me. If you're just gonna give the rest, you see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. Don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow the golden rule, we won't have no problems. Hey, don't you go making a fool of me. Don't make no mistake loving you. But if you're running around on me, let me spell it out for you. ITGAS. If I'm not the one you're missing, the one you wanna call when you're feeling low, if I'm not the only one you're kissing, then I don't care, I don't care. The one you're looking for in the crowd, the one that calms your mind when it gets too loud. If I'm not the one you want around, then I don't care, I don't care.
Hello.
Bro.
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
I'm cringing.
Ugh.
I
I went to wipe my eye right before the show, and it was just
pyro
like
last night.
straight crunch. It's gross.
Oh.
No eye makeup for Miss Cherry today.
No, that'll be painful.
So yeah, I told Cherry about our pyro last night. He called us ass cats.
Fuck that guy. I wonder if there's a way to block players.
There is. And I should have done it.
I mean, you can
But
still
you
go in
found
it.
it,
You
right?
can still go back
There was
into the
the
game
way.
and look up for people that you've played with already.
Oh, good. There is, like, when you are playing with people, there's a list.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, like, mute player, do
Yeah.
something else, block, or not block, but kick. And I think the very next one is block.
Mm-hmm.
Which I should have pushed block, which I think it said block, but I'm not 100% sure because it was
Oh, no,
getting
that's
really
okay.
late and I was like,
Well, now we know, though.
"Whoa." Yeah, but I just, as soon as I saw kick, I was like, I gotta get this guy off here. So I
Before he
pushed.
burns the whole place.
Yeah, I know. He was.
I said, Eliza, he's burning shit down.
I was like, oh no, this is gonna get ugly quick.
and I know why he was doing it, because he couldn't attack us because we're
That's
cooperative.
right. Yeah. Yeah, we like to do.
Well,
the
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
But we
All
Hi,
over
Christy.
caves. Hey, Christy.
Hi,
Yeah, all
Christy.
over caves.
That was the funny part. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a kid.
Oh, wasabi.
I'm pretty sure it was too.
Pretty sure.
What should I do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Because I'm debating on even eyebrows at this point. I
I'm
went through
doing
and
pe-
washed my face like a good kid last night, and my face said "fuck you," even though it was all in like. When I wash my face, I don't wash around here,
Yeah.
okay? Because my eyes are super sensitive, and I didn't wash around here, and I almost couldn't see last night. My eyes were so swelled up.
I still think it's the pills.
It might be the pill.
'Cause that's
I'm
the
gonna
newest. That's the newest.
right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do basically like a strand test
Myrtle.
or a patch test on my skin
Yeah,
later.
patch test.
Yeah.
Do the grapeseed oil.
Well, and I've got these really weird spots that I welt on my arms, and that's when I can
Oh.
usually tell my allergies are kicked up. And I'm gonna put it on there and see if it kicks up.
Let's ask my phone what colors of makeup I should wear today. Let's ask Google.
I'm doing pink because it's Homespun Magic night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey, we're live.
Are we really?
That's what my phone just said.
The phone let you know?
Aw, yeah.
So nice.
I don't know whose baby that is, but my mom just sent me a picture of a baby.
It's a baby.
Oh, I did send you.
What color makeup should I wear today?
I did send you my mailing address, Liza,
Oh,
but I
cool.
told
Thank
Vixie
you.
if you send witnesses to my house, it's game on.
I said no.
Witnesses. What do you mean witnesses?
You know you can have Jehovah Witnesses show up to people's houses if you give them their address.
No, I don't like those. I don't like that.
The funny thing is my mom actually was married to a witness, and besides the religious aspect, they are some of the sweetest people I've ever met. Like they would invite, because I did a lot of the church that her husband went to. They all found out that I was doing hair, so they would all come to me and have me do their hair.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that all they would want to talk about, because when they come to your doorstep, all they want to talk about is their religion.
Mm-hmm.
One-on-one, some of the sweetest people I've ever met. They've invited me to events that normal people don't get invited to, you know, because of who my mom's husband was or whatever. But some of the sweetest people, great tippers, by the way.
Oh, wow.
My friend's grandma would always send number 15 cans, which if you don't know what those are, in restaurants when you get like, vegetables and stuff, they're cans that are this big.
Yeah.
And they were sealed, and I never know what's in it, because that's the reason I got it, because it got unmarked.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes it'd be oatmeal, rice, pasta, peaches.
I used to love the Mormon canned
You
food.
never know. You never know what it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really a cool thing for, you know, 20-something with no money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, woohoo! We got a can. Let's see what it is. What are we eating for the next 2 weeks?
Right?
Rice. That was always my favorite. Rice. You can do a lot of stuff with rice.
Yeah, you really can.
How
Christy
can
said,
50,000
my
people be
ex-husband
wrong?
opened the door in his tighty whities and they never came back. That's funny, Christy.
No, I have a picture of this man. Sorry, I'm going through like 15 years of pictures right now.
I'm looking up different makeup things, trying to figure out stuff. I don't know. I mean, I like the way these things look.
Yeah.
Some of them I don't.
I hear a big butt behind that.
But some of them I don't. But some of them are not for my eyes. You know, like they're for blue eyes.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. You can use whatever
mean?
color you want.
Well, you know how when you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Like it will look better with blue eyes.
No.
In my opinion.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Your opinion is no longer valid. Please select the next issue. Where the fuck did that picture go?
What picture are you looking for?
Picture of my
Granddad.
papa.
Oh.
No, I've got one of my dad. I'm looking for
I said
my
granddad.
Papa. Oh. Well, that's a picture of him, but you can't very well see him. I probably scrolled past it like 3 different times.
Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Actually, I did that recently.
How is it?
Now that I'm looking at that, I actually did.
I like that. I've done that.
I know.
That's me. Wait a minute. I've done that before.
Maybe maybe I'll ask the audience. What should I wear today, guys? What colors?
Hey, Myrtle.
Pink, blue, and purple.
Pink, blue, and purple. Okay.
Pink, pink, and pink.
Pink, pink, and pink.
It is not pink and pink and pink. It's blush and bashful. Two distinct colors of pink.
I know I have a digital copy of this picture because I specifically took it.
So many bots follow me on TikTok.
Oh, me too.
Christy said, have y'all ever had dice decide your makeup choices?
We had a color wheel.
Yeah, we had a color wheel at one point.
I've never done that. I just recently have joined the makeup table. So
we were thinking about starting
one of these days I want to do like where instead of you do your contour, you do your highlighter, and then where you do your highlighter, you do your contour.
See, and I don't even know what they're talking about. Highlighter, contour.
Peppa, where the hell? Am I on the right Facebook page?
Excuse me.
I may not be. He may be on my other one.
Sorry, that was kind of funny. Just a little bit.
No, that was very funny, actually.
It's hard to know where I put him.
And then she's like, am I even where I'm supposed to be? I don't want to put that on today.
All right, kids, I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Then I'll come back and put some eyebrows on.
Okay. I gotta take my shoes off. That feels better. Whew. All right. So she said pink, purple, and blue. Why are you yelping?
What are you
gonna
say? Somebody get rocked on? That sounds like a rocker. Rock, yelp.
No, he's chewing a rawhide bone.
Oh, he might have stuck it up his gum.
Yeah, I think that's, or maybe what he's doing is he's chewing it underneath the couch.
Oh,
so he might have
bumped his head.
Yeah, bumped his head. Because he's being a little rough
sneaky
with it.
This is trying to be sneaky.
I don't know what he's doing. He's being odd. You know how when you go through menopause, sorry everyone, but you get those little red dots? I have one right there. Very irritating. I should Cover up on it.
Little red dots.
Yeah, they're little red dots on your skin.
You get little white dots.
Oh. I don't know.
Feast or famine, Christy. Feast or famine.
What'd she say?
They got their AC fixed and now it's freezing in the house.
Oh, oh, that's how it always is, isn't it? Did you find it?
No, god damn it! It's gonna piss me off. Because he also had vampire teeth.
Oh.
Which I thought was the most awesome thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. What the fuck else was I supposed to order from Amazon?
Duke's mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, there was something else too.
Yeah, but that's what I remember. You gotta try Duke's mayonnaise.
I was thinking about it while I was in the bathroom. I was like, oh yeah, I need to order that. And then I forgot.
That happens a lot. Especially after you reach 30. Then you start going through doorways and you forget stuff.
Honey, it's happening well before my 30s.
It's called resetting.
I thought that was called drug habits, but you know.
No, it happens to everybody. Sooner or later.
It's called resetting?
Your brain resets when you walk through a door. Pretty cool, huh? And it happens to everybody, so don't feel like you're going nuts.
Resets when you walk through a door?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a subconscious thing.
Every time you walk through a door?
Pretty much. It's called resetting. Basically, whatever you're thinking of, you'll most likely stop thinking of it if you're not thinking about it very... like if you have a list... You're like, okay, I have the list, and you walk through a door, and you weren't repeating the list while you went through the door. 9 times out of 10, you'll forget what your list was.
Wow. That's crazy.
Just the way the brain works.
Hi, Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hello.
And some people think it's funny that hubby and I text each other from across the house. But it's so we don't forget when we go across the house what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Wasabi? I don't think you want to be made into kitty chow mein today, so stop.
Ooh, chow mein sounds good. Not kitty chow mein. Chow mein.
Not kitty chow mein.
Once in Tampa, I could have sworn that we got served not chicken.
Oh. Not chicken. I hate the not chicken.
Not the not chicken.
The not chicken.
Mm.
Well, it was definitely something I haven't had before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one time somebody tried to fool me. They're like, "This is chicken." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's rabbit." You know, I can usually tell.
Yeah.
But this, I was not familiar with.
I find it funny that people want to sit there when it comes to different animals that we eat, and they want to get grossed out about things like wild animals. Like, I've literally, because of my parents, eaten dove, eaten rabbit, wild turkey. Most of the meat that I grew up with until my mom got divorced was all wild game. Or homegrown. Turtle soup is fucking amazing, by the way.
We used to have to hunt in Alaska.
Got so mad at me when I didn't bring a turtle home that was in the middle of the road. I said I couldn't lift him.
Well, and my cousin actually had the opportunity to go overseas, and I can't remember if it was Korea or Taiwan that he went to, but he ate horse over there, and it's completely culturally acceptable over there.
Yeah, they actually don't eat much beef over there.
Right. And there's countries that cows are sacred, so they don't eat cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like people are like,
so calm down, people.
Let's
really eat what we want.
Alligator is it is so chewy, but it is so good.
I've never had alligator. We got alligator snacks from for dogs from the store, and the dogs wouldn't eat it.
Must not have smelled right.
It was weird. I thought maybe there was something wrong with the processing.
Maybe. Gator, one of the things we had a place here, it was a chain called Lulu's Bait Shack. And it's one of those cookie cutter bars, you know. It's supposed to be like a Louisiana type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't care. They had the best gator tail. It's like chicken nuggets, only it's gator tail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Mm. And what does it taste like, Vixie?
It's kind of a chewy meat. It's on the sweeter side.
Does it have a tastes like gator flavor?
No.
No.
Most reptiles don't.
Everybody says that snake tastes like chicken, and I'm like, snake does not
taste like chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Snake tastes like snake.
It's got a very distinct taste to it.
But it's another one that's sweeter. It's a sweeter meat.
Well, it depends on what kind of snake.
Well, I had rattlesnake.
Mm-hmm.
It also depends on the kind of rattlesnake that you get, because timber rattlers do not taste like any other kind of rattler. Pygmy rattlers taste very different than timber rattlers.
It was a Michigan rattler.
Oh, okay, so that's probably a pygmy rattler.
I have no idea.
And when I say timber rattlers, there's a difference between diamondbacks and timber rattlers as well.
So you've eaten snake before?
Mm-hmm.
I lived in southern New Mexico for most of my life.
It's
Snakes
important.
were a thing. Well, so where I was living was in a mountain. It's a basin, so basically I was surrounded by mountains all the way around. Okay.
Yeah.
And they would come down to where it was warmer, which was where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
It was very rare that you ran across an actual rattler up in the mountains because it was too cold for them up there. It did happen, but it was very rare. But a friend of mine's uncle owned this pawn shop on the outskirts of town and did not realize that there was a giant, and when I tell you giant, nest of rattlers. Hundreds, if not thousands of rattlers lived in this nest. And they had to go through, the government went through and exterminated the nest.
Wow.
Because it was a danger to society.
No, that's just dangerous.
So there were a lot of people that got a lot of snake meat when this kind of thing would happen.
Awesome. That's good though that they did that. That they gave the meat to people. That's a blessing.
Well, and it was if there was anything left, because at one point the only way that they could kill all of the rattler was to go through with like flamethrowers, essentially.
Right.
And there's people that I know that they won't shoot a rattler if they come across it. They rehome it. Which, by all means, if you can do that, do that. But if it comes to my house and there are small children in my house, I'm shooting that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Chrissy can relate being in South Texas.
Yeah, the only snakes we have up here are like garden snakes, I think, or grass snakes, or whatever you call them. Oh, no, we have black.
You have black racers.
We have green racers, black racers, yellow racers. We have garden snakes. We have, we actually do have cottonmouths. We have water moccasins. We do have pygmy rattlers here, but they're kind of few and far between.
Yeah, we have water moccasins here. So, it gets a little scary sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I caught a couple of those when I was a kid. I didn't know what they were.
Hi, Jellybean. How's your bird?
And my mom killed them. She told me, don't drop that. Because I had them by the heads. And she killed them. Right in my hands.
Oh.
My mom.
Kyrie?
I had no idea.
I don't know if Frank is still alive, but she literally had a bull snake that was almost 20 feet long that lived in her shed. And he would eat rattlers. That's what bull snakes do, is they eat rattlers.
Keep them around.
And Frank decided, when I got the inheritance from my dad passing, I bought a double wide and stuck it on the property next to my mom. And Frank came up and wrapped himself around the tire of my pickup one day. And I called her and I said, you can either come get the snake or you can come bring me your phone. And she said, what are you talking about? I said, your buddy is over here wrapped up around my tire and I refuse to get out. And she walked over there, I shit you not, walked over there, looked at this fucking huge snake and said, Frank, go home. And that fucker slithered off.
Oh, wow.
But he had plenty of jackrabbits and rattlers and all sorts of crazy desert wildlife to eat off of. So he never fucked with mom. Like, the coyote stayed away from the house unless she fed him. She's literally the type of person that will put dog food on, like, the outskirts of her property to keep the coyotes from coming up on her property because she has small dogs. But with Frank, she's hardly, she doesn't get mice, she doesn't get rats, she doesn't get anything like that because of Frank.
Yep.
A gardener snake? Oh, come on. My cats, somehow they end up in the house and my cats like to play with them. And the two men of the house refused to do anything about it. So of course I'm over here with a fucking piece of Tupperware, putting it over the snake and sliding the pan that I sweep with.
Dustpan?
Yeah, that. Underneath the Tupperware, then I take it outside and just throw it.
There was some people that called me up and said, we have a problem. We have an escaped snake. We have a snake in the house. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and I was looking, and it's a coral snake. Which they tend to be kind of aggressive.
No, I'm sorry, Jelly Bean.
They have like Napoleon complex. Because they're so little, they just and everything. So it took me forever to catch it because it was in a back room with a refrigerator and a deep freeze in it.
Yeah.
But I finally caught it and I put it in a cooler and shut the lid. And the dad of the house says to me, that doesn't seem very nice. I said, it's fine. It's not hurting him at all. It's fine. This is how you transport a snake safely. And he's like, what are you going to do with it? Well, I'm taking it to the Humane Society. Well, maybe we should just put it back in the cage. And the mom and the daughter looked at him and said, he keeps getting out of the cage. Obviously, we're not doing something right. They were like helping it. It was like one of those biology class, the pet came home with the kid kind of thing. You know, they weren't ready to be snake owners. I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I took it to the Humane Society, and we have a reptile house up between here and Orlando. So if nobody comes to get stuff like that, they come down and get them right away. I rehomed I had a couple ball pythons.
You know, the only snake I've ever been bit by was a black rat snake.
The only thing I've ever been bit by was a 17-foot, I don't know how many pound reticulated python. And that hurt like a son of a bitch.
There's one.
She took my whole bicep in her mouth.
So on the side of the yard where the whole property is fenced in, but there's a big tree over here. And that's where we pile all the dead wood that falls from the trees in the yard. And there's a rather, I'm not going to say large, but he's bigger than a medium-sized gardener snake that lives in there. Okay? And we mow around it. Every time we mow around it, he comes out and he wants to bop us on the ankles and chase us around the yard. Until one day, I decided to turn the lawnmower on him, and I started chasing him. He don't come out no more when the lawnmower comes out.
Jelly Bean, I'm so sorry that happened. That's got to be terrible.
Take her to the vet, babe.
Yeah.
I know it's probably money that you don't have right now, but
honestly, if you don't, I think you'll be upset with yourself later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. So is she in her cage? Is the cage small enough to take to the vet? And you take a smaller cage and put it up to the big cage and somehow scoot her in there and put her in there and then take her to the vet.
The hard part is not traumatizing it further.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be worried about that. You're not near me. I don't know if you have any vets do you live near any farmland? Because if you live near farmland, there's got to be a mobile vet.
Yeah, typically there are. Oh, my belly.
And a lot of times mobile vets tend to be a little understanding about money issues. Because they work with farmers.
Yeah.
Payment options and such.
Aww. Is their beak cracked?
Usually, if the beak is cracked, there's blood.
Well, and she's eating. She said that Kyrie's eating, so was
she's
eating.
No.
So we're just worried about the wing at this point, probably. Then.
Well, she said her beak looks pretty gnarly, but she didn't find any blood.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She just really wanted out of that cage, is what it was.
Yeah.
What do I want for dinner? I was gonna make spinach artichoke chicken, but I don't have any spinach.
No.
No spinach. I need to eat something. I don't know what though.
I might just make a sandwich since I got keto bread.
Rice sounds good. I like this music.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is time.
It's time.
One of my friends used a wire kennel, a big dog kennel, because it was so big. Gave the birds a lot of space.
Mm.
Ow. Okay, we're not doing this. Oh, that's better. You're making pizza since you don't know if your mother-in-law is gonna pull dramatics or not. I keep talking about I was gonna make keto pizza, but I don't have the time to do it today. I might do it tomorrow. No, probably not.
I have a whole bunch of meat in my refrigerator I need to process. I was thinking about canning the chicken. Ooh, barbecue. I can barbecue it tomorrow. No, I don't have a big enough barbecue.
You do it in stages if you don't have a big enough one.
It's stinky. This
The
dog
kid came home and had in-school suspension Friday, Monday, and Tuesday because of his mouth, and came home and said, well, I need to make this, and hands me this paper. And I said, why? He said, because I didn't get to make it in class, and the teacher said I have to make it this weekend.
What is it? A school project?
Shrimp etouffee.
Etouffee?
And I cannot stand the smell of seafood in my house. It makes me gag. So I told Justin about it, and he said, you keep forgetting we bought that goddamn Blackstone. And I said, you're right, because I forget that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we can make it outside. I said, thank you. Because I'm not trying to gag all day because my house smells like shrimp. And I'm not eating that shit.
We accidentally got a pound of fresh, quote unquote, fresh shrimp.
Which means it wasn't flash frozen.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want this. Hubby's like, I could make, and I'm like, I don't trust, no.
I love shrimp.
I love shrimp, but I don't trust that. I want to pick out my own. I want to go down to the dock and get it myself. You know, the neighbors, when they go shrimping, they bring us fresh shrimp. I said, give it to the other neighbors. They eat anything. At least we know. I didn't buy it. They just accidentally put it in with my groceries.
Hi, Myrtle.
Yes, we're doing a new square on Homespun Magic tonight.
We're doing that one.
We're doing that one. Isn't it party? I just like saying etouffee.
I don't even know what it is, but I love shrimp.
It's Cajun.
I love shrimp.
I cannot eat seafood. It's disgusting.
I know. I know you can't.
It's so gross.
I love it, but I like it very, very fresh.
And I really like to go clamming and then eat clams.
I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody about oysters and clams. If I wanted to suck snot, I'd pick my nose.
It's not snotty when you cook it.
Oysters are.
Not when you cook them.
Not when you actually cook them.
Nope, there's
When they're-
snot.
No.
It's like a mussel.
Huh?
Well, that's like saying okra is always slimy.
The funny thing is I got no problem eating crawdad, though.
Crawdads?
Oh,
Really? You'd eat a crawdad?
I'll eat
but not a
crawdad.
shrimp?
you can eat a
But I won't. Yeah, you
crawdad?
know why I won't touch shrimp?
Why?
Because nobody knows how to devein them correctly, and I'm not eating shit.
Well,
Oh,
crawdads,
okay.
crawdads are like the cockroach of the sea world.
No, that's shrimp.
That's crawdad.
And you don't get crawdads out the ocean all the time. I used to crawdad all the time back home.
Oh, I know. We had them. We called them crayfish,
Yeah,
but they're the same damn
Yeah.
thing.
they are.
Oh,
Crawdads are a
okay,
little bigger
okay.
because they're usually south. They're more south than
Mhm.
where I'm from. But or they're called mud shrimp.
They sell crawdads in the store.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at them and
They're
I'm
tiny
like,
lobsters.
I'm not buying
They're
those.
like this
It's
big.
like,
I won't eat a lobster, but I'll eat a crawdad.
Oh, it's
it looks
easier
like
to
a lot
clean
of work for
It
a
is a
little
lot of work
amount
for a
of
little of nothing.
food.
So is I'll eat crab, but it depends on the crab. Like I'll
Oh,
eat
you'll
imitation
eat
crab.
crab?
I'll eat imitation crab before anything because they put it in sushi.
That's white food.
And
That's
crab
white
legs
food.
are too hard to work for, so I won't touch them. But
I
soft
had
shell crab,
crab legs once. I did not like the texture. They tasted fine, but I did
I've
not
had
like
soft
the
shell
texture.
crab one time in my entire life, and I loved it.
I
But,
had a blue soft shell crab bisque that was delicious
That sounds
at
good.
Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
It was at a marketing meeting at Disney World. They served the best food there. And it was so good, and I'm eating, and I'm like, this is so good. And my friend said, did you just put on lipstick?
No.
No. It's like, here, you want some wine? I'm like, I don't think that would be a good idea right now. I need my purse. Where's my purse? I need some water. I need some Benadryl. Oh, it was really hard not to finish that, though. It was so delicious. I had never had
need-
soft shell blue crab bisque before, but it was delicious.
Wow.
I almost died eating it.
So I'm working on this big, huge fucking blanket, and I've got the ghosts and the spiders done, and I'm working on the witch hats. And I was going to do the witch hats in purple, but I decided I don't want to do the witch hats in purple. I want to do the bats in purple. So now I got to figure out what color I want to do the witch hats in.
Green?
No, I don't have enough green.
Jelly bean.
Black?
No, I did the bat, or I did the spiders in black.
Oh.
I did the ghosts in white. And do the bats in purple. I'm thinking maybe orange.
I was just going to say, orange is my last color I got.
But
You see this right here?
I do. I saw his nose a couple
He's
times.
he's sitting on my lap right now.
Is he happy?
He's happy.
That's good.
no, I want orange.
It was to die for. Jelly bean. Let me tell you, I considered after taking that Benadryl, I'm like, hey, I took the Benadryl. No. I really wanted to finish it. And we had this beautiful salad, too, that was all made of edible flowers with a raspberry vinaigrette, and it was delicious. Oh, the food in the park is only so-so, okay? It's only, you know? But, man, if you go to business meetings there and they cater, that food is phenomenal. That is some good food.
Awesome.
I want pumpkin.
Orange
So do I. I want a
black
ski.
band. My cats have piled on top of me.
What? There's only one in the goddamn store, you fuck asses.
Restock! I'm always yelling at them to
Rude.
restock because they never have watermelon or grape. Circle sips. Would you restock already?
I might do it in red. Let me see how much red I have. Well, I need that one anyway, but
red.
I don't want to change. I don't want to do color swaps. I'm also doing. I told Vixie about this giant box of cakes that I made out of skeins that I've used that are just like extras.
Mm-hmm.
So I started a waffle stitch blanket with that last night.
Oh.
It's a bunch of yarns that I probably won't use because they're different textures or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on an ugly blanket, an ugly blanket kick again.
Okay.
And then I told Vixie yesterday that oh god, my brain's just farted mid-sentence. Oh, on my what I want to do in 2022, I figured out how much time I had left for all the rest of the patterns that are in there, and it's only like 6 months worth of patterns. Dummy me forgot we're already 5 months into the fucking year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where this fucking year went, I'll never know.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I was like, it's almost the middle of May.
Yeah. Like 3 days away from the middle of May.
Yeah.
Next Friday is the 20th.
Well, Sunday is the day my rent's due, so that's usually how I know when the middle of the month is.
Yeah.
Oh shit, rent's due. Okay. My landlord's so funny because with last month I told her, I said, yeah, the money's going to be in the bank, but I won't have access to it because Justin won't be home in time for me to get a money order. And I won't be able to pull cash because the bank that's in our town is not the same bank as ours, and they refuse to let me pull cash. And the post office is never open when I'm awake, so I can't go get a money order from them. And she's like, it's fine. You guys are always on time. Like, we know you guys have the money. It's not a big deal. So I think she picked it up sometime around the 20th of last month, and I had to text her and tell her, hey, you gotta come get your money.
You come get your money.
But I told her, I said, he gets paid on the 13th, so we'll have it, and he'll be home that weekend. So we'll have it on time. And she's like, I am never worried about you guys. You guys always pay your bills. The one time, because our water company, if we're late, they will contact her. And I've only ever been late on that water bill since we've lived in this house one time. And she called me. She says, I'm not trying to be rude, but did you pay the water bill? Because I got an email from him. And I was like, I know I did. And I went back through the bank and I was like, I did not. I apologize. Let me do that right now. And she was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to let you know. And I was like, no, that's an unpaid bill. I need to pay that shit. So I paid it. And now my problem is I'm all like, I am ahead on my bills. And I'm like, well, fuck around. Because I got so used to paying my bills when they were due. So between paychecks, so I would know that the money was there. And then taxes came in and we got like to the point where I could pay the bills on the day that they came in instead of having to wait till the next payday. Like the only bills that are coming out of this next paycheck are going to be, and that's only if I don't feel like paying the electric bill 2 days late, which I probably won't pay it 2 days late. I could probably pay it on the day that it's due, or I can pay it tomorrow when he gets paid, which will be like 2 weeks early. And then rent, and then we're set for the rest of the month. And I'm like, what? This is weird.
Awesome.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I told Justin, I said, I'm going to have to start writing down when I pay the bills because I forget, or I have to check the bank. It stresses me out now. Because I'm so used to us going from, and granted, we don't have, like right now, we have no extra money because, well, Amazon Prime came out. Whoopsie! I forgot that was coming out this month. But it just stresses me out because I'm so used to paying the bills on paychecks and not, having to.
Yeah.
It's just fucking weird.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
I have to split my bills in half. Like I
yeah,
pay
that's
half
what
at
we
the
were
beginning
doing
of
for
the
the
month
longest time.
and pay half at the end, at the end
Right.
of the month, because that's when I get paid.
Right.
My paychecks are split.
Well, ours are too. Like, he gets paid every 2 weeks. So
Yeah, me too.
like, usually it depends on where the first check falls, whether it's the 1st or the 15th. That's gonna be rent, water, that's gonna be gas, cell phone, truck insurance. And then on the next one, it's the electric, another bill that we have. And it used to be the truck payment until he paid the truck off, which he took out a 401k loan to pay the truck off. And then I forget that he's got a loan payment through his paycheck. They deducted out of his paycheck. So I forget that. So I don't even see the bill for the loan payment.
That's cute, Jelly Bean.
Well, when y'all get paid, if you have a little extra, remember, Planet Flipside Market if you want some merch.
Nobody has met my challenge yet, by the way.
No.
What was your challenge?
I spent $200 on merch.
Yeah.
A couple months ago. Now, granted, I got 50 of that back because of the re-rants pants.
That was not
so we'll knock it down to 150. I spent $150 on merch.
She's challenging someone to match her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
General challenge.
Yeah.
But we have things, all different price ranges. There's stickers, there's glasses, there's hats, there's t-shirts, there's tank tops, there's backpacks,
there's mugs, there's water bottles, there's cups, there's stickers, there's everything you can imagine. There's baby clothes in there, I think.
No, there isn't.
Oh, that's my merch.
Because we're an 18+ channel. I had no kids' clothes.
Well, I have onesies because Shiz and Giggles put onesies in my merch shop because of her grandson, which is fine.
No, but I did buy an extra small for my my youngest son of a hoodie for Christmas, and someone stole it at his school.
Rude.
At least they're smart enough not to wear it in the school. Nobody's seen it.
Hi, Wasabi.
Cool. We'll have to look that up.
Good Lord. Usually when I do have extra money, I do throw it at the channel.
Me too. Sometimes when I don't, and I shouldn't.
No.
But we have bills to pay, so I do.
Well, I sent you part of that already, ma'am.
I know.
I sent you a good chunk of that.
I know. I appreciate it.
That's cute, Jelly Bean.
I got a big fat butt trying to get up on me right now, and I'm not having it.
Whew.
I know you're adorable, but no, sir.
Jumped. He just went.
You found purchase.
Whew.
Also, I did order another, because of my circle points, I did order another circle starter kit with an orange lid. So that when that comes in, we'll do another raffle on that.
Cool.
Did you put a rubber band on your sleeve thing?
I did.
Okay,
so
that's what...
Well, it's because that way I
was just making sure that's what I was seeing and not a shadow.
Yeah, no, normally it looks like that. But I put one on there because that way I know I have an extra one if I need it.
Yeah, you always have one on your wrist.
It's a fucking 80s kid thing, man.
I know. Mine used to be scrunchies.
And
because
then
my hair was so long, I would have 3 or 4 in that one big messy bun.
Yeah, normally I have one on each wrist, and it's weird because I can't really wear anything around my wrists or my ankles, but the fucking hairbands are fine.
I used to wear fairy bells on my ankles.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was walking by and somebody goes, "What is that noise?"
That's me.
That's to me, the fairy bells. When I walk, they go ching, 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 ching.
Oh, hello, Artemis. With your big fat butt.
With your big fat butt.
So the funniest thing happened last night. I got this message. Somebody followed me on Instagram and they went through and liked a bunch of my pictures. And they sent me this message. You are fucking sexy as hell. And I was like, well, thank you very much. And I'm also very married. And I got back, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, thank you for respecting the fact that when I said I was married, that you were not going to push this any further because I did not want to have to screenshot the entire conversation and blast you all over the internet.
Yeah, a lot of times when I get really, like, if it starts to get a little, I just say thank you. But if it starts to get a little like, oh, they're flirting, I'm like, my husband thinks so too.
Yeah.
Is usually my response. Or before him was thank you, but I would like you to know there are lines, and if you cross them, I will tell you.
Right.
You know, giving them the forewarning of.
I told one I was like, unless you can guarantee me that you're going to make $6,000 a month, I don't want to talk to you. He said, why $6,000 a month? And I said, because that's what I require to live, which is not the truth.
There was one guy who offered to buy me from my husband once. And part of that sounds like, oh, that's kind of neat. And at first I thought, oh, look, somebody really, you know, it kind of gave you that, ooh, kind of moment. Right. But afterwards, it actually is one of the most traumatic situations I've ever been in.
So I saw this TikTok.
It was terrible.
Where this female in her 20s talked about the cost of living and how she cannot survive off of $10,000 a month.
Wow.
I
don't even.
I believe it.
$10,000 a month. Justin doesn't even make that much. He doesn't even make half of that. And we're in I'm in my 40s and he's fitting to be 40. Yeah. And we're doing just fine.
We are just above $1,000 a month for a family of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we barely make it, but we make it.
And that's that. I don't know how many of the kids are on Social Security either, and that's none of my business.
Yeah.
But there was one point where Justin and I, we have about $3,500 in bills a month, and we were literally only making $2,000 a month between the two of us, and we still managed to survive.
It's rough.
There was a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I'll tell you that.
Well, and you figure it out, especially in my 20s. In my 20s, I wouldn't eat a lot. Whatever I ate was what was cheap or what was on sale. And at that point, it was cheap for me to buy big bags of potatoes and onions. And I ate fried potatoes and onions a lot. And that's it. Fried potatoes and onions. No hot dogs. No.
Oh, hell. When I worked at Sam's Club, I literally survived off of $1.35 a day because I would go in and I would buy a hot dog. And soda. And because I was consistently in there, I got free refills. So that's what I ate for probably a good 3 or 4 months. And then at one point we had a raffle. That's what Rosie
O'Donnell lived on when she did what was the Ed McMahon show. What was that called? Rising Star?
I don't know.
It was the predecessor to the Gong Show. And it was what America's Got Talent was based off of. Now I can't remember what it was called. But when she was on that as a 17-year-old, she lost a whole bunch of weight during it, and they were worried about her because she would go to the show in the morning, and then she'd walk back to her hotel room and have a hot dog, one of the vendor hot dogs, and that's all she ate every day. Was that one hot dog?
Every once in a while, like when they would close, if there was extra chicken, the rotisseries, they would give them out. And then I had won a raffle or something. I don't remember if it was a raffle or a giveaway or something. It was around Christmas, and I got a fucking lasagna. And let me tell you, I made that motherfucker last a whole ass week.
I bet. Denny's used to have these sandwiches called deli dingers.
Star Search.
Thank you.
That's what Christy.
Thank you, Christy. I could not remember the name of that show. But they would have these things called deli dingers, and if I went out and somebody was paying, I got a deli dinger because I could eat like a fourth of it and then save the rest and eat it like during the week.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was ham and turkey and cheese, and it was just huge. It was a dagwood of a sandwich from Denny's. They stopped making them a long time ago, but
they also stopped making grasshopper shakes, which pisses me off.
Which were my favorite. Those new. And their super birds aren't as good as they used to be. No. Their super birds used to be loaded with turkey, and now they're not. No. And it's not as good turkey either.
So here in about an hour, guys, we've got Homespun Magic coming up. And then after that, we have Splatoon 2 tonight as well at 9:30 Eastern.
Yay. If you want to play with us, you need to go to the Discord.
The link is already there.
Make sure you get here early enough because we've been filling up. Yeah. I love to have a full game, and I think we can have 10.
I gotta bring the Switch back over to the computer because I took it off last night and put it on the TV.
Yeah. What?
I said I gotta take the Switch off of the. I put the Switch on the TV last night, so I gotta bring it back over to the computer so I can play full screen tonight. Oh. It's either that or I'm just gonna turn the TV. I haven't decided yet.
Pardon me, yawn. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see y'all in an hour. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Spend my energy, give my attention if yours ain't there. I don't wanna give you the best of me if you're just gonna give the rest. You see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. So don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow the golden rule, we won't have no problems. Hey, don't you go making a fool of me. Don't make no mistake loving you. But if you're running around on me, let me spell it out for you. ITGAS. If I'm not the one